I'm curious to know who gave the Democratic Party the authority to speak for Black America, for African Americans? Who gave the liberal Democratic Party the right to speak as if though they are our voice to the public? Just because you put a black face up there, like Joy Reid, trust me, she's a millionaire. She does not have our best interests at heart. But for everyone who wants to question everything that I have to say, question this. Dr. Claude Anderson on the Breakfast Club said in the future that they're going to allow immigration to happen to displace African Americans in America when it comes to voting rights.
For a very long time, it's like black people in America were sleeping. Now they have realized the truth and they are not going back. I have watched videos where people are coming out to say, I was scared, to actually speak up my support for Trump because I was like, I'll be cancelled by my community. Now they are not scared again. They are putting out videos upon videos on social media expressing their support for him. You have recently seen what is going on. Like I said on one of my videos, you cannot know the importance of someone unless he is gone. When he's no more there, that's when you start realizing, when this person was here, this is what was happening. Now we no longer see it. This mugshot actually break that bond that exists between these people. And I'm happy to see what is going on.
The Biden administration got into power. They started rolling back all the things that Donald Trump did for African Americans. And guess what else? They're not concerned about your vote. The good thing is that African Americans have finally woke up. The problem is the Democratic Party will no longer be catering to you because they have just allowed their voters to walk over the southern border. Now they're going to concentrate on getting them getting them some voter rights. Then it's going to be, suppression. Because black people, you're not even on their agenda anymore. They don't even care. And honestly, it would be nice for African American women to say, hey, how is it that we're only about 6.5%, 7% of the population, but we were able to vote Joe Biden in the White House? You didn't. But Joe Biden did, thank you. But people don't investigate. Even if they were 13%, still not enough to vote Joe Biden in the White House. But then they gave you credit. But that's the thing. You have these African-American DAs. What is it? So you can't say it's racist. It's racist. But let me say this. Did you see Donald Trump's mugshot? Gangster. That's the look of a man that says, if I get back in the White House, everything that you have done to me, I'm going to give it all back in what you deserve. Trump 2024. But as he's unable to campaign, and then you have these Republican rhinos standing on stage, they don't have the best interests of America at heart.
Yes, this mugshot has breathed new life into Trump campaign and broadened his appeal to black Americans.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
So you are obviously a person of color like we are.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to not be Trump supporters. So what is it about Trump
You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. I was talking to my husband about it earlier. And when I really started educating myself and informing myself on Donald Trump, one thing that I'm passionate about is human, especially of children. And when I really started digging into it, I saw that Trump also is a huge supporter. He donated recently $35 million to support human. Really struck a chord with my heart. And so
Amazing.
when I started really looking into him, I'm about action, I'm not about words. Okay?
Yes,
I like the fact that he says what's on his mind. I like the fact that he doesn't say what he thinks people want to hear from him. And to me, I know everything that he's done for the black communities, and I stand behind him.
Beautiful.
100%. I'm not only a Trump supporter, I am a Trump lover, and for the longest time, I've been afraid to come out and say that.
Well, here we go.
Because I didn't want to lose my blackness or my black friends or whatever. But
remember what Joe Biden said, if you vote for Trump.
During this debate on Fox News, I actually discovered a lot of things I didn't know. Just imagine this question surface. Will you support Trump if convicted? Ron DeSantis had to look round before putting up the hand. That kind of person you need to question because you are taking a decision based on how the house is reacting or how people are reacting. You cannot really trust that person, to give that position to him. Chris can look right, to know if people are actually putting up hands. It should not be like that. Be yourself. Take decisions based on what you believe in. That is what I discovered. If you look through even during that debate, you will see how Vivid was the only person that is standing up before the question even raised. His hand was up. That is to tell you, I don't care what my colleagues are doing. This is my decision and I stand by it. Black people have always had that mentality, like he called out here, like Democrats are always there. You know, now they realize that voice Democrat had over them was just to deceive them wrong. So seeing through the mirror and discovering a lot of things they have been doing, removing all what Trump did for black people, just to take over that position. It has been a thing. Trump Mugshot.
Of course, here, as y'all can always see, it's always the white liberal that's always trying to tell us black folks who we're supposed to vote for, who we're supposed to side with, which is usually Democrats, and that, it's their typical white savior complex. Funny. Trump 2024, Karen.
To respond because I've had plenty of comments like this and more even in the past. I voted for Biden. That's probably why Trump lost. I'm one of them 7 million votes that he didn't get. Because I voted because I was told I was black and I should vote Democrat. So I voted Democrat. I'm not doing that no more. And after I'm witnessing them trying to take down Trump as much as possible to keep him from getting back in that White House, that makes me want to vote for him more and more and more. We need somebody in there that's real. Not these puppets like Biden. Biden is a puppet. He get in there, he get in front of that camera, and he does what they tell him to do. Trump wasn't going to let them tell him what to do. See, that's why I'm looking back on all this shit now.
I recently saw, some in St. George getting up to say Trump should not be allowed to run for president. Even watching Chris just today, he said this very loudly. Something we all knew.
I think for Republican voters, the biggest thing they have to look at now is that, we're going to have a guy running for president who from March 4th, probably for the next 4 to 6 weeks, will be every day in a courtroom in Washington, D.C., and not campaigning against Joe Biden.